low post, mid post, high post, post game sports.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Post Game Sports. Thank you. You're far too kind. I encourage you to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We working. So, as we get closer and closer to Selection Sunday, one thing has been on my mind when it comes to NCAA basketball on the women's side. And that's, will we get the Hannah Hidalgo versus oliviamiles matchup? Now, we remember the 24-25 season. Hannah Hidalgo and oliviamiles both played at Notre Dame. What could have been the greatest backcourt in women's college basketball history. Never quite got there. Why? Of course, because oliviamiles decided to transfer after skipping the WNBA draft, where she was projected to be a top 3 pick. She decided to transfer from the University of Notre Dame to TCU, a team that ended Notre Dame's season. I definitely believe this would have been the most dynamic duel in college basketball had they stuck together. It eerily reminds me of the Shaq and Kobe dispute, where Eagles were probably just too big, and it was best that they went their separate ways. But had they continued to play together, there's no telling how many championships they would have won together. The Shaq and Kobe situation reminds me of oliviamiles and Hannah Hidalgo. Now, I don't exactly know why they split. Some people may say some things that Hannah said, which I don't believe is true. Some people may say Olivia might have been jealous of Hannah, with Olivia sitting out that year and Hannah coming in as a freshman and essentially carrying the team, her and Citron, to an ACC title in a Sweet 16. And Hannah winning Freshman of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year as a freshman. Maybe Olivia didn't believe it was her team anymore, or maybe she was jealous of Hannah's success. We won't know until the book comes out, right? But just some of the great performances they had. I remember against Syracuse, they combined for 44 points. Miles scored 20 with 10 rebounds and 8 assists. Hannah had 24 with 9 rebounds and 3 assists. That close game against Texas in 05. Hidalgo had 30 points, 8 rebounds. Miles had 18 and 6 assists. So really outstanding performances with these young ladies. And I don't think we got to see the best of this dynamic duo. Now, had they stuck together and played this year, I think they would have been on fire. But we will never know. We will never see that. But oliviamiles goes to TCU. He's averaging 19 points, 6.9 rebounds per game. Pretty good season at TCU. And, of course, Hidalgo remains at Notre Dame. 25 points per game, 6 rebounds per game, 5 steals per game. First team All-American, ACC Player of the Year, ACC Defensive Player of the Year, National Defensive Player of the Year. Really interesting. But the thing that we all need as basketball fans is a matchup of Notre Dame and TCU. So let's look at the brackets, the projected brackets. As you can see, Notre Dame is projected to be a 6th seed in the Columbus bracket. TCU is projected to be a 3rd seed, and they'll be in Fort Worth. This is a huge mistake. Do not rob the people of this absolute great showdown. Hannah Hidalgo, oliviamiles in a matchup in the NCAA tournament is must-see TV. They can't make this mistake. They got Alabama as the 6th seed. Notre Dame is a 6th seed. Why aren't they in the same bracket as TCU? This cannot happen. Absolutely not. That would be a huge mistake. If they were to put Notre Dame and TCU in separate brackets, huge mistake. The ratings are going to go through the roof for this matchup. It's going to be must-see TV. And I also wonder, when they played on the same team, who got the best of who in practice? Was there one dominating the other? Did they go back and forth? Did they rarely play against each other or practice against each other? That's something interesting to think about. But I think whoever's selecting the teams will be making a huge mistake. They don't put these two teams in the same bracket. Notre Dame's a 6, TCU's a 3. They can make this happen. Absolutely. Interesting. So let me know what you all thought about this. Think about a potential matchup between Notre Dame and TCU in the NCAA tournament. We'll find out on Selection Sunday. Do y'all want this matchup as bad as I do? Like, share, subscribe. And I'm gone. Peace.
Low post, mid post, high post. Post game sports.